boom, 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 boom. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to teach you two different stances, two different ways to stand in a fight if you're going to be fighting in a Muay Thai style. Muay Thai is a kickboxing style from Thailand. There's a few different ways you can stand. You know, you've probably seen the most common one, which is going to be your, you see them kind of standing like this and moving around like this. This is just your traditional or heavy back leg style. Because you're heavy on your back leg, you're really light on your front foot. This is so that when your opponent throws kicks at you, even if they hit you, they don't, they just kind of flick your leg out of the way. You're able to absorb more leg kicks this way if you're not so heavy. Whereas if you're, the other stance you can do is a heavy front foot. You're heavy on your front foot, but the weakness of this is going to be that your opponent kicks you, you're planted, you're firm, so their kicks are going to land with a lot more force. So let's talk about the heavy back leg first. So this is the style here. There's no head movement, so you're throwing punches, but you're not bobbing and weaving in this style. Why is that? Why are we not trying to avoid punches? Because you move the wrong way, you're gonna come right into your opponent's leg kick. So if you bob this way, that's right into a leg kick right there. You don't want that. So you're gonna stay upright, erect here, and you're gonna have your hands up high. That way you can block the punches, you can block kicks to the body, right? With your legs and your elbows. And then you can defend against the leg kicks, right? Leg kicks hit you, they do nothing. But your attacks are gonna be different here from this style, right? So you're gonna do like switch kicks, where we, just kind of switch kicks. You got your basic combinations, okay? So that's just the difference in the stance. Heavy back leg stance, okay? Helps you to protect against the leg kicks. Let's look at the heavy front leg stance. You're heavy on your leg, on your front leg. This stance is going to allow you to work more of your combinations. You're going to be able to do more of the bobbing and weaving. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Look up a really good, I think they also call this Dutch kickboxing style. Look up Ernesto Hoost. Really big, really famous fighter in this Dutch kickboxing style. Even though, he's heavy on the front leg and that exposes you to leg kicks, but he was just so good at getting off first. He had his own combinations that he could set up from his heavy front leg stance. So boom, 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 boom. Make sure you cover your head. Boom, 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 boom. That way, if you are leaning into a head kick, you're at least kind of blocking yourself there, okay? So just to recap, if you're in a street fight, you're on concrete, right? You're on concrete in a street fight. You're not limited to just boxing or kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, right? You don't have to butt scoot on your opponent. Use all these styles and see what works. Now, the best advice is to not get into a fight, right? But sometimes it's inevitable. But just to recap here, heavy back leg stance allows you to be a little bit more nimble in your attacks, okay? Heavy front leg, weakness, you get kicked in the leg, but If you're fighting someone out there in the street that doesn't throw kicks, all they throw is boxing, then you can go in with the leg kicks. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I know I'm out of breath. I'm fat. That's why I don't get into fights. But thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.